Look at Earth from space, and you'll see a planet wrapped in an invisible data web. But to understand how that web works, we must come back down to the ground, trace exactly how they connect your personal computer to that massive planetary infrastructure. To get started, you will need 4 things: a connection from your service provider, a standard modem, a network router, and a few Ethernet cables. By the time we finish our setup, you will see exactly how connecting these specific components creates a physical gateway linking your room to the rest of the world. Step 1 is establishing the incoming connection. You'll take the line coming from your wall and plug it directly into the data circuit terminating equipment, which is commonly known as the modem. The modem translates rolling analog waves from your provider into discrete digital blocks. Tracing backward, this signal leads to a neighborhood utility pole, the demarcation point. Further back is the central office, monitoring local traffic. Finally, it merges into the toll network's sprawling web of nodes. The modem acts as a dedicated translator. It takes the highly controlled architecture of your internet provider and turns it into a language your isolated home environment can process. Now that the signal is digital, we need to distribute it. Step 2 is running an Ethernet cable from the output port on your modem to the input port on your router. Look closely at the back panel of this router. You must plug the main internet line into the specific port labeled WAN, rather than the standard LAN ports next to it. Once properly connected, the router acts as your data terminal equipment. Think of it as an intelligent traffic controller for your home. In this diagram, you can see how the hardware manages data. The router takes the single, thick stream of internet traffic coming from the modem and sorts those packets into dedicated lanes, ensuring the exact right data reaches the correct device. The modem supplies the raw internet access. The router organizes that access, building your local area network to safely manage the internal flow of information between your laptop, phone, and television. Step 3 is connecting your actual devices. You might plug your computer directly into the router with an Ethernet cable while connecting your smartphone wirelessly over Wi-Fi. Both Wi-Fi and cellular networks operate by transmitting invisible radio frequency waves through the air. On the left, wireless networks share the same frequency space, causing overlapping waves to collide and slow down your connection. On the right, a wired setup uses a physical Ethernet cable to provide a shielded, dedicated lane directly to your device, bypassing crowded airwaves entirely. For casual browsing, Wi-Fi works perfectly fine, but for tasks demanding maximum speed and uninterrupted stability, a dedicated wired connection consistently outperforms the shared frequencies of wireless networks. Now that your devices are online, let's look at what happens when you type a web address like gmail.com into your browser to reach a server halfway across the world. Your request relies on massive infrastructure to cross the ocean. Data travels through thick fiber optic cables, carrying high-speed light across the bottom of the sea. Major tech companies manage their global traffic using leased lines. These are dedicated, high-speed connections tied straight into the ISP toll network, moving massive amounts of data without getting caught in public routing congestion. What we commonly call the cloud is highly physical. It relies on a sprawling network of deep oceanic highways, thick glass cables, and massive server farms. To ensure this entire pathway is working properly, your final step is to open a browser on your newly wired computer and run a standard internet speed test. The first metric you will check is ping. This measures the stability of your signal and the literal milliseconds it takes for a data packet to travel to a server and back. Here on the dashboard, you also have download and upload speeds. Download shows the rate you can receive data, while upload measures how fast you can send local data out. Watch the needles stabilize to read your results. When these 3 numbers align with the service tier you purchased from your internet provider, you have definitive proof of a successful, correctly wired network setup. You have taken the isolated hardware on your desk and bridged your localized local area network directly into the immense wide area network. Every time you click a link, you send pulses of data out of your machine, through the router, out the modem, and across the globe. Mastering this hardware means understanding the physical reality of modern communication. You are now tied directly into a planetary infrastructure. If you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the hidden networking infrastructure that powers our daily lives.